Hello and welcome back for another watch along, on Turf Moorhouse TV. And this time we're away at Molyneux, donning the third shirt, the first time we've ever wore it. So hopefully that's a good look, Omen. Not gonna, well, hopefully it's not gonna be like that green one that Burnley once wore. Good couple of years ago. However, thank you everyone for joining us. The players are just making their way to the pitch, and I started this one late just because. I don't even know why. I just did. Simple as that. Simple as peas. Hopefully, everyone is well in the chat. Let us know your score predictions for this one. I'm just hoping, I can't even predict it myself, to be honest. I'm just hoping we can put in a very solid team performance and not match, but match the performance levels that we had against Sheffield United and give Wolves a game. It will be difficult, though, against Gary O'Neill's side, who are quite resolute and have been unfortunate, really. Been on the wrong side of a few VAR decisions. Let's hope, dare I say it, they're on the wrong side or another to that. But let's just see what happens. This is going to be a good game. Like I say, it's still fresh in the legs. It's Saturday, so this has come at a good time for Burnley. Just a couple of comments then before we go through it. A massive hi to Henry. Hope you are well. Big Al's in the building. How you doing, you little legend? Al's become a member of the channel now as well. What a guy. Evening all up the Clarets. Evening to yourself, Mac, as well. Mick, hope you're doing well. Come on, you Clarets. Whoop, whoop. And Nate, it's all good in the hood, mate. All good in the hood. Great Deck says long time no see. It is long time no see. Hope you're well, mate. Hope things are going good with yourself. It comes up Facebook user, but luckily I can see it on there. It's my sister Summer. She thinks 3-2 to Burnley. I would happily take that every day of the week. Max says 2-2. Mrs. B is in the building. Says good evening, Dan. We're watching the game live tonight at Prime. Can't wait. Me too. Me too. So I'm technically not going to be behind, but who knows? Nate's going for 1-0. And Harry says, hello from a Wolves fan. Good evening and good day to you as well. It should be a very interesting game. Evening to Luke as well. Henry's put in £10. Legends. Absolute legend. Great win at Sheffield. I hope you get 3 points against Wolves. I hope so too. I hope so too. Thank you very much for that love and support. Really appreciate it. And Alan, you are too good to me, sir. You are too good to me. Thank you very much indeed. I would snap your hand off for a point, by the way. Absolutely snap your hand off for a point. But hope you're well, Harry. Like I say, I try to keep it fair, even if I think with my claret tinted glasses on, it's not a penalty, or it is a penalty, I'll say it, or whatever. But we shall see. Let's have a look then. Dex is hoping that 5-0 thrashing will give us confidence. Me too. Let's have a look at the teams then. Starting with the home side before we get underway. Bentley starts in goal. Maximilian Kilman, Craig Dawson, Totti Gomez, Nelson Semedo, João Gomez, Mario Lamina, Hugo Buena, Pablo Sarabia, Mateus Cunha, and Huang He-Chan start for Wolves in a 3-4-3. Subs are Matt Doherty, Santiago Bueno, Boubacar Traore, Fabio Silva, Sasa Kaladzic, Tommy Doyle on loan from Manchester City, Jean Rickner Bellegarde, Tom King, and Tawanda Shirewa. Referee's just about to get us underway, but let's have a look at that Clarets lineup then. Only one change from the initial 5-0 win the other day, with Jordan Bayer being suspended. Burnley start with Trafford in goal, Vitinho, Dara O'Shea, Yalmar Ekdal, Charlie Taylor, Brun Larson, Sanderberg, Josh Brownhill, Quali Osho, Jay Rodriguez, and Zeki Amdouni. Subs Goodmanson, Redmond, Zarore, Ramsey, Alderkill, Mark Trezor, Hannes Delcroix, Wilson Odebear, and back on the bench, would you believe it, is Arina Muric. So Muric is back on the bench. However, just like that, we are underway, by the way. We are 30 seconds in. And say I will keep the scores updated throughout as well and let you know how this game is going. You can support us by becoming a member on the channel, which is always great. So please do consider that. We are currently live right now on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. So go check us out on social media as well. In fact, to make it easier, I will put all them socials along the bottom so you can see for yourself where you can find us, because we are everywhere. But massive thank you to Henry, and a massive thank you to Alan already for putting in a super chat. You legend, absolute legends. But let's get into the game then. Burnley starting with Amdouni. Plays it to Brownhill. Coley Oshaw gets it. He tries to beat his man. Can't get to the second ball. I thought Burnley were going to have a nice early chance there. That's pulled back, and I think Brownhill's going to go into the book. Nice, and a minute 30, and Brownhill's already in the book. Oof. Max is a minute 30 behind, mate. I'm on 1 minute 43, 44, 45. So, yeah, if I am, it just is what it is. Hopefully, it's not that bad. Hopefully, it's not that bad. But Brownhill has been booked already for the Clarets. 2 minutes on the clock, and it's always tough at Molineux. Although you wouldn't think so, according to the stats. We are unbeaten in the last 17 midweek league games. To be honest, Wolves are winless in their last 5 Premier League games against promoted sides, and we've lost just one of the last 12 league meetings with Wolves as well. So, yeah. Should be interesting. The stats all go in Burnley's favour. However, that said, if stats usually go in your favour, it's not usually a good sign, is it? I'm in work that day, Henry. I'm in work on Boxing Day, unfortunately. So I will be missing the Burnley Liverpool game. Would you believe it? Yeah, I thought I'd be behind, even though I'm watching on Prime, but that's what happens when you're watching it for an app on a freeview box, to be honest. But yeah, please no spoilers in the chat. You can get my raw reaction to anything that happens. But free kick taken by Burnley, headed away on the edge by Craig Dawson. Burnley try to get another move going and lose out, really. Good pressing by Burnley, though. And Brun Larson makes his way back to the other side of the pitch. I mean, what do everyone think about Brun Larson? I mean, the last 2 times he's played, Bournemouth, he bagged. Obviously, Saturday, he bagged again. His first Premier League start as well. I think he's a solid player. Good battling by Burnley to start with as well. Hope everyone is well, wherever you're watching. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Thank you very much for your love and support. Keep it coming. I've done the typical match day thing. I've had a kebab tonight. I'm drinking Dr Pepper. Again from the takeaway, but it is what it is. It's got to be done. It has been a long time. It has been a long time indeed, Emily. And I'm glad to see that the channel's doing well. Glad to see that the channel is doing very, very well. A lot of talk before the game, by the way. I'd just like to say a lot of talk before the game about how they were saying Vincent Kompany's very one-dimensional. I don't know where they get that from, to be honest, because you could see the mix-up in play against Sheffield United. The fact that we try, start with the first 15 seconds. James Trafford pumps a long ball, which Ziki Amdouni manages to get down, get past players, and then we utilise the wings. So we're not just one-dimensional. We did change it up quite a bit. So hopefully we can change it up in this one. But I think Wolves are also trying to match our madness a little bit in terms of the one-touch passing, pardon me. And Who knows? Who knows what will happen? Tell me about it, Deck. I can't believe it either. Blink and it'll be March. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Christmas and stuff. Love Christmas and things like that. But then you've got like the 6 months of January, which just take ages, don't it? Um, Jakob Brun-Larsen thinks he's been treated unfairly because he's a solid unit of a player. Got all the attributes about him. He just needs Vinny to play him more. I mean, to be fair, Brun-Larsen deserves a bit more credit. He does deserve a lot more credit. Rad, I'd snap your hand off for a point. I would snap your hand off for a point, and then at least it's again another game with confidence. But let's just see. Let's see. Do you know what? Who I think would have slotted perfectly into this side? Matej Vidra. I think Vidra would have been I think it'd have been. I think it'd have been absolutely top class. I don't think he got a fair crack of the whip under Dash, to be honest. I think Dash just had a thing against foreign players. That's why we only saw Stephen Defoe every once in a blue moon. Bloody hell, Stoke around Christmas time. Christ. Yeah, it feels like 2 minutes since that. Brightest parts of the team, Nate says, as Wolves try to come forward. Good battling by Rodriguez. Does well. Fouled. Referee having none of it, unless it has it been given as a free kick, or is it given as a throw in? I'm not sure, but it's Sarabia who's got in quite heavy on Jay Rodriguez. It's just showing the replay, but it wouldn't surprise me if it has 0-0 on it, to be honest. I think Coutinho has done very well. I think Coutinho has done very, very well. Keep Connor Roberts out the side, who was getting stronger and stronger each game. I think some of these foreign lads, nothing against them, I reckon toughen up in the gym, a bit of strength behind them. There's no stopping them. Coutinho again tries to go up against two players. And loses out in the end. The game's not going too bad at the moment. Very even. Nothing really to shout about in terms of chances. I think both teams just finding their feet in this opening 10. I would have loved to have had Nathan Teller, Henry. Love to have Nathan Teller, but just wasn't to be. Just wasn't to be. Sister, it wouldn't surprise me if there's no goal in this first half. I don't think it'd be 0-0. No, Mac. I agree with that. However, still 0-0. 9.5 minutes on the clock. Ball with Craig Dawson at the back for Wolves. Finds a gap. Wolves now trying to put a move together. Burnley intercept. Corley Oshaw has it. Amdouni goes wide. Asks for the return. Gets it. Asking for Burnley players to make a move. Corley Oshaw finds the runner Taylor. Can he whip one in early doors? He can. J-Rod doesn't read it. Craig Dawson clears. Mario Lamina picks out Bueno on this near left-hand side. He's taking a run, which is very well defended by Coutinho. Somehow still manages to get towards the box, but Burnley clear. Big pump forward by James Trafford. To be fair, that was some sort of freak result. Even us Burnley fans, Harry, was wondering how that 4-0 came about. I hope so, Nate. I hope so. Definitely. I was speaking to Chris about this the other day that I thought we had quite a good camaraderie when we were together. So fingers crossed both teams are in the Premier League and battling it out next year. But hey, still, say it's still early doors, but we're practically halfway through a season, aren't we? That's why Burnley need to pick up the pace a little bit now. Ball in the centre of the park with Wolves. Lamina has it at his feet. Oh, Leicester are going up without a shadow of a doubt, Mick. Leicester, I think I said to Chris and a few Leicester fans, to be honest, that they'd probably emulate what we had under company with Enzo, and they were all like, if we have half that season, they'd be happy. Who knows though? Who knows? It's true, Mac. It is true. Wolves seeing a lot of the possession. Lamina plays a 1-2 with Bueno. Dawson has it. Plays it out to the right. It's a lot of pass and movement by Wolves. Pumped over the top. Picks out Bueno. He looks like he's going for the early cross. Completely misses everyone. Missed time pass by Burnley, so Wolves get it again. Ball played in. Header away by Dara O'Shea. And it's out for a throw-in to the home side. Taken quickly between Sarabia and Bueno. Again, looking for the ball over the top. Coutinho just doesn't get there in front of his man. Brun Larson does well. That's a foul, ref. Brun Larson gets in front of Santiago Bueno, and only thing Bueno could do was try and get his foot in front of him to get to the ball, but took the man. Burnley get a free kick. It's deep in their own half, though, and not much really to shout about. And forget all the haters. You don't need people like that. Nobody needs negativity like that. No one. It's uncalled for, undeserved. It's just trolls, Henry. You're stronger. You're a lot stronger than that, mate. A lot stronger than that. Something Burnley need to be here. Good awareness by James Trafford. It's a good long ball over the top by Wolves, bearing in mind, but Trafford could read it, came out and gets to it first. But you've got this, Henry. Don't worry about it. It's when you let it get to you that it's that they win. So just keep succeeding at life. Keep doing what you enjoy doing. And those two famous words. Fuck them. Simple as that. Harry says, "Do you think Burnley will get relegated?" You know what? I don't know. There's a lot of things that can happen between now and the end of the season: injuries, suspensions, transfer. The January transfer window. Who knows? But personally, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll just get out of it. Just get out of it. Like I say, I think every Burnley fan needs to be real to the situation that as much as Vincent Kompany is a winner in his own right, that's not the same as a manager. And obviously, he's got to realise that he's managing little old Burnley at the end of the day. Still small fry in a big pond, and 17th and above, has got to be the aim, especially this first season back. In a season where, when he came in as manager, he wasn't preparing us for to get to the Premier League. He was just pardon me, let's see how these young crop of players can do. And if it pays off, it pays off. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So we're already 2 years ahead of a 3-year plan to get to the Premier League. Time will tell, though, mate. Time will tell. And I agree with that. 100% Archie. 100%. Seen a lot more improvement from James Trafford. 16 minutes on the clock. Wolves 0, Burnley 0. Header up by Amdouni. Cleared by Lamina. It's out again for a Wolves throw-in. Deeper towards the halfway line, but still Burnley trying to cut out these early scares. You can see where Wolves are trying to look for the gaps. They're looking for that ball over the top. Brownhill finds Sanderberg. He gets to the edge of the box. Plays it to Brun Larson. To the edge. Shot intercepted. And it's out for a corner. It was Brownhill who looked set to shape one from the edge. Company sits back in his technical area. He's having a look at the way Burnley set up for this move. Burnley have a set piece. Burnley have a corner. Taken short. Taylor finds Brownhill. Dinks one to the back stick. No Burnley player could entertain it. Definitely makes for interesting reading this game, to be fair. Like I said, both teams starting to really find each other's game plans, understand each other a little bit, and see where this goes. But as I said, Burnley no longer messing around with it. Coutinho, he's going to have to do something here. He's asking Dario O'Shea there. He's like, listen, you're going to have to make space. You're going to have to give me an option. I'm being watched by two players here, and you're not showing yourself for me. So what can I do? However, Coutinho hits it off the Wolves player, gets a throw in. Looks set to take it. He's asking the Burnley players to rush forward. Header up by Rodriguez. Burnley win it. Sanderberg has his ankles clipped. He's still on his feet. Plays the ball out to the left. Charlie Taylor finds Luca Koleosho. Burnley need bodies in the box here. Cuts past one. Cuts past two. Koleosho still has it at his feet. Picks out Taylor again. Plays the 1-2. Koleosho zips through two of them. Gets to the edge of the box. Shot. Intercepted. Still Burnley have it. Sanderberg. Brownhill. Koleosho. Oh, Brownhill. A bit of a mistimed pass, really. But it's out of play. Both sides making a few. Koleosho is asking a lot of questions, to be honest. He is asking a lot of questions. And he definitely got the better of Nelson Semedo. If there's going to be any moment of magic, it's going to come probably from that man, Luca Koleosho. Time will tell. But what an amazing young talent he'll be. Burnley pump the ball forward. Can Brun Larson get to it? Lamina does his best to get up and clear. Sorry, it's Totti Gomez, sorry. The Wolverhampton Wanderers centre back. Cheers, Harry. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Mac, I'd love to know what it sounds like, but I can't play the sound while I'm doing these watch-alongs, so I have to watch them in pure silence. It's painful. It is painful. Burnley have the ball over the halfway mark. Now play it back, putting a bit of a possessive spin on things. Ball over the top to Charlie Taylor, touches it down, gets the better of his man. The thing is, we've seen this a lot with Burnley this season, where we've tried to, be expansive, and it's cost us. We've been too open at times. But I think it's one of those things that commentators talk about it. I think company will probably talk about it as well. That having that patience, having that moment in time to look and pick out a pass, you've got to think about when to do it. BTRD, greetings to yourself. And Koleosho was a new signing this season. Yeah, 3 million quid, absolute bargain. You know what, Mick? Yes, yes. I would love a goal scorer. It is still called Molyneux. Molyneux. A lot of the ball being seen in the centre of the park. Oh, James Trafford with a bit of a dodgy pass. Gets lucky with it. Sander Berge plays a beautiful ball to Koleosho. Again, what's he going to do? Wins his side a corner. Again, Burnley with asking a lot of questions. It is that understanding between Koleosho and Taylor's brilliant. Taylor's sort of there offering an option. It's like the Charlie Taylor of old, to be fair. He used to just, at the start of the company sort of era, he just sat back quite a lot. Now we're starting to see a little bit of what he can do. Which we all know he had it in his locker, getting to the bar line, whipping them in. And that's what this corner's done. Header up, cleared to the edge of the box, shot by Charlie Taylor. Scored his first goal for the club this season. Would you believe he's been with us for donkey's years? But he wasn't scoring with that. It was, as Alan Hansen would say, high, wide, and not very handsome. We don't want a cup run anyway. To be honest, I don't want a cup run. Sod the Spurs thing. For me, I would much rather focus on staying in the division and just that being our main target. Really, let everybody else knacker themselves out with God knows how many games this year. The more games helps for team cohesion. Brilliant. Yeah, I get that. And yeah, Archie, you're spot on. I mean, J Rod's got, he's still got something to offer. But then I think we need somebody, maybe we just need, Zeki Amdouni to, find his feet a little. That said, Wolves come forward. Shot from the edge of the box, which Trafford tips over the bar. It was dipping. It was dipping. Not sure if it was dipping enough to go on target, but it took a bit of a deflection. It come off the leg of Vitinho. Trafford backpedaling, but it were goal bound. It were goal bound. Trafford does very well to tip it over the bar. Wolves corner. What can Sarabia do with this? Referee keeping his eye on everyone. Big Craig Dawson comes forward. We all know what he's like from set pieces. Cleared to the edge. Koleosho tries to chase his man down. Does very well there. Good battling, Luca. Very good battling. Yeah, better to make sure. Definitely better to make sure. Evening to the missus. I do need a ring light. The thing is, though, if I get a ring light, this is why I need contact lenses. Because if I get a ring light, I'm just going to have like rings in my eyes and it's going to look stupid. Unless I had the ring light coming in sideways, maybe. I don't know. See, these are all things that, you know, with your support, you guys sending in your super chats and super stickers, that I can get to enhance these videos, try and find better quality, you know, things to use to make these much better for us. Sarabia with another chance. Oh, that was painful. A good ball by Nelson Semedo, to be fair. Former Barca right back. I feel like we're a left back at Barcelona, to be fair. He's done well to beat Charlie Taylor. Ball played in, nobody marking. Sarabia, to be fair, he's got a bit of a run on. Coutinho hasn't anticipated it till last minute, and it's just hit the outside of his boot and over the bar. Exactly, Luke. It is. It's going to be like it's going to be like having Sonic in the room. I've said that to her before. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Mac. I was surprised. I thought he even had time to potentially, you know, take a touch, turn his body into it, and see how it goes. But yeah, just it is what it is. Luca Koleosho receiving some treatment. Ran himself into the ground after that corner, and I think now he's just getting seen to. When he's up back on his feet, I'm sure he'll be all right. Archie says, I think Zeke is class. Watching him on Saturday, unselfish in everything he does, and great for him to get a goal. Yep. As always, some idiot comes in. They're banned and comments removed. So this is one thing you've got to look out for, right? Because you get the odd arsehole coming in here with stupid names and sharing stupid shit. You're not wrong, babe. You are not wrong. For people watching on the other platforms, if you haven't seen the comments, you're probably lucky you're not watching it for a YouTube, because some of the comments are just stupid. Nothing against you, Mac. Vitinho has it. Looks long to Brun Larson. Couldn't really get his touch right as the ball pans in front of him. But you can see what Burnley are trying to achieve. Totti Gomez finds the former Rochdale man Craig Dawson at the back. Dan Bentley receives it, the Wolverhampton Wanderers goalkeeper. Half an hour played, still 0-0 here. All just try and have a good time. Yeah, some of them too much of a good time. Wolves trying to play us a little bit, like I said earlier, play us at our own game with a one-touch passing. Burnley need to be careful though with the way they're making these passes. To be fair, BC, it's like I say, it's been quite even. It has been quite even. Zeki, I'm doing it. Gets takes a shot from the edge of the box. Not much power on it, and not enough to sting the hands of Dan Bentley. Anyway, easy enough to get down to and cover well. Chance taken early by the young Swiss international. I'm surprised Kate stopped at weirdo. She usually says one comment and then tries to get away with another. 32, just over 32nd minute. Just over the 32nd minute on mine. 32nd 11. Like I say, hopefully no spoilers because we are just a few, probably, well, about according to Mac, we're about a minute behind. But this is what happens. This is what happens. Yeah, I probably am. But like I say, please no spoilers in the chat. Please no spoilers in the chat. You'll get my raw reaction to anything that happens that way. Um, and then I don't have to block you either. Yay! We can all live in peace and harmony. But Wolves come forward into the box, cleared by Burnley, but only as far as the right hand side of their own technical area. Need to stop with the small passing in and around their own box. To be fair, let's see what happens. If you're anything like the misses, right? When we scored the third goal against Sheffield United, I was still talking about it and celebrating it. And then she puts a comment in talking about the fourth because it happened very, very quickly. And of all the people who knows I hate spoilers, the missus went and did it. Oh, fuming. Oh, for a change, eh? Not on camera all the time. So Charlie Taylor shouting to the lads, come on, make some space. Give me an option. I'm doing it. Finds Brun Larson. Gets past one, takes a shot instantly. I mean, good thinking by Burnley, to be fair. Very good thinking by Burnley, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's just one of them things. Burnley making a substitution. Already 34 minutes gone. Luca Koleosho is going off. I can understand that as well with such a young lad. You know, you don't want to risk him getting injured. And I think, you can understand why company's done that. Johan Berg Gudmundsson is on in his place. So what happens now on that far left hand side? Yeah, Henry VAR can do one. Hate it. Hate it. It's just like Wolves to get a VAR decision given for them against Burnley, to be honest. We do need a goal before half time. Personally, hopefully to the boys in their third kit this evening. But it's Wolves asking the questions. Ball played in. Burnley do very well there. Dara O'Shea heads. Looks like he was trying to head it out for a corner, but Trafford gets up early and keeps the ball in play by getting his hands onto the seconds. This is just pinball now. Absolute pinball. Jakob Brun Larsen has been asked to do some dirty work. Totti Gomez loses out. Burnley have a throw in. I think Gudmundsson might have come over to the right where Brun Larsen has now moved over to the left. Which makes sense because, well, Gudmundsson's a right winger and Brun Larsen technically is a left winger. Hope you're doing well, Anthony. Nice to see you in. Appreciate everyone who's in here, by the way, as well. Massive thank you for supporting me, supporting the channel. So thank you very, very much indeed. Whether you're a member or not, or putting in your super chats and super stickers, I love you all. Burnley with a chance. Jay Rodriguez misses it again. Dan Bentley makes a second save. Oh, Burnley had the chance there. Another chance goes begging for the Clarets, and it's down to the Wolves goalkeeper who keeps them in there. It's shoddy play by Wolves, to be fair, at the back, taking too much time. Brownhill were ready for wheeling away, to be honest. Well played by Dan Bentley. Again, another opportunity for Burnley, and Bueno has got his hands all over Dara O'Shea, and the referee's coming in and saying, "Oh, you two, sort it out. Sort your shit out." That's all we're asking for, Archie. Consistency. That's all we want. Some consistency. Corner for the Clarets. It's taken short. To the edge. Coutinho. Now to Charlie Taylor. Tries to play one over the top. Dawson is up. Brownhill. No one in a black and blue shirt can get to it. Burnley do well. Good battling by Dara O'Shea. It's out for a Wolves throw-in. Is it a Burnley? No, it's a Burnley throw-in, which Coutinho's come over and taken. I was surprised, to be honest. Well, it makes sense, Mac. It makes sense. What can Burnley do? Fast approaching the 40th minute. Fast approaching the 40th minute. Yeah. Yeah, you're just trying to sweet talk me now, Mac. Just sweet talking me, lad. Good bit of possession by Burnley. Gudmundsson plays a 1-2 with Brownhill. Giroud turns his man. Picks out Brun Larsen on the left-hand side. Sander Berge loses it. Gudmundsson tries to get to it. Again, good pressing by Burnley. Referees pulled it back for something. What's he pulled it back for? I'm not exactly sure what he's pulled it back for there. Goodmanson's on the deck and the referee stood next to him, but I'm not entirely sure. But the free kick's gone in favour of Wolves. You're off to watch a proper team. Clearly, and then mention Arsenal Luton. Yeah, okay, Anthony. To be honest, Emre, I'd usually say, yeah, go on, Luton. But for where we are in the league, I need Arsenal to do an absolute demolition job on them. However, Wolves are in with a chance. Ah, easy. Oh, for fuck's sake, easy. 41 minutes. Wang Hee-chan has put Wolves 1-0 up. And yeah, Mick, again, just before half time. Just before half time. Absolutely unreal. It comes again. Trafford plays the ball to Dara O'Shea. He plays Sanderberg into trouble, really. If anything, if you're in doubt, fucking get rid of it. Get rid of it. But there was no selfishness from the Wolves players. They did really well to pick out Wang Yi-chan, who's just free on the edge. And Wolves take the lead on home soil. It is Wolves 1, Burnley 0. That's Wang Yi-chan's 8th Premier League goal this season. For shitting hell's sake. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Ball back with Brownhill. Lee's watching. Lee's watching on Facebook. How you doing, mate? Says they might as well put it in net for him. Stupid mistake. And yeah, it were. Like I said, if you're ever in doubt, it's shit you learn in Sunday League. Shit you learn in Sunday League. If you're in trouble, just make no doubt of it. Fucking get rid. Get rid. Exactly. Maybe just Saturday were a fluke. Time will tell. To be fair, I'm not going to say that it were a fluke because we have played really, really well. Again, it's just horrible now. 1-0 down. We need to. This is it. This is where we need to start showing some resilience and show some fat, especially in preparation for the second half. How you doing, Ryan? Hope you well, mate. Yeah, exactly. Especially when we're the makers of our own downfall with that. Sanderberg has it on this left-hand far side. Burnley have a throw-in. Craig Bellamy and Vincent Kompany in conversation here about what they should do here in terms of a tactical change, I'm guessing. The way Bellamy's moving his hands around. 4 minutes added on at the end of this first half. And to be honest, I do not think Kompany will be sacked. Like I said earlier, he's 2 years ahead of a schedule that he never thought he was going to be in. It wouldn't surprise me, Lee. I can imagine you proper shouting to the point where the cabin's shaking. Wolves keep the ball in play. Bueno. Wolves really now don't need to do anything at 1-0. They could sit back. They can, just have to Burnley have to now come at them. I don't understand where he's got 4 minutes from. It could be, Mac. It could be. Because there wasn't much time added on for Coley Oshaw when he was down. So I'm on the 46th minute. I'm on the 46th minute, Ryan. But I'm probably about a minute behind. But like I say, time will tell. Time will tell. Don't want any spoilers because, like I say, you'll get my raw reaction to everything that happens, and that way, mm, I think it's the hope that kills you, isn't it? It's the hope that kills you. Vitinho telling Burnley players to sort of edge towards the box. I think Vitinho's trying to go for a long throw here. This will be interesting. Let's see what he's got in his locker. Fizzed in. Dawson caught clear. What can Burnley do? Dara O'Shea wraps his foot round it. And that's poor. Exactly. Exactly. We are still in it, Mick. We are very much still in it. Really appreciate that, Henry. Thank you very much. Like I say, I need to get back into the swing of things now with this, and hopefully I'll be able to keep churning out some videos. But some of the games fall on when I'm working, and it's quite annoying sometimes. A little bit like my neighbour next door. Vitinho finds Ekdal. Plays a short one really to Charlie Taylor, and luckily he gets it back. But trust me, BC, honestly, this neighbour is, I'm not even going there. I'm not even giving that person the time of day because what's the point? Ball played in for Wolves. Good interception by Yalmar Ekdal. Mario Lemina's a bit pissed off that he didn't take the shot first time, but again, it's the concentration of Burnley defensively. It's looking a little bit lackluster. It's Sander Berge, actually, who knocks the ball out for a Wolves corner. Trust me, Ali, if this paid the bills, mate, if this paid the bills, I would in a heartbeat. Charlie Taylor clears the Wolves corner, boots it up into the air, just like the good old days of Marlon Beresford coming out of the tunnel at Turf Moor to U2's elevation. Boots it up with not a care in the world of where it goes. The referee blows his whistle, and at half time, it is Wolves 1, Burnley 0. Not much to say really on that first half, apart from we shot ourselves in the foot again. Defensively, a mistake was made. We lost possession, didn't clear it, and Wolves had the time, the patience, and the gal to finish it. Simple as that. So we are where we are. Wolves 1, Burnley 0, and let's hope for a stronger second half. I'll be back for the second half very, very soon. I'm going to go for an half-time slash and treat myself to, I don't know, a biscuit or something. No, just treat myself. It's a Tuesday. Sod it. Why not? Anyhow, we'll be back with the second half very soon. Stay tuned. Wolves 1, Burnley 0. So, guys, what you thought of that first half? Quite a frustrating one. Quite a frustrating one because I think we played well. I think we've sort of matched Wolves. Wolves have matched us. It's very even in terms of everything, but they found the killer, the killer. Which to win games you need to score goals, which is obviously just one of them things. Alan, say it as it is, mate. You can tap it in. Say it as it is. It's not a problem. Uh, Trust me. If we're shit, we're shit. Simple as that. Sometimes it's just got to be said. But I agree with Mac. It wasn't the worst half. If we can maintain focus, he says. To be fair, I'm trying to work on my language, Scott. I'm trying to cut it down quite a bit. But yeah, there is scope for us to turn this game around. A massive scope for us to turn this game around. Max says, is there a genuine issue between Muric and VK? The guy just can't get a look in, even just to take Trafford out the firing line for a couple of weeks. Bullet position that seems to be guaranteed, Max says. Massive hi to Cindy as well. Good to see all here again. Up the Clarets from North Carolina in the US of A. No, nice to see you in, Cindy. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. And yeah, it's good to be back doing these videos and stuff. We're expecting some snow in Burnley tomorrow, actually, from what I'm hearing, which isn't the best when you're still to get to and from work this week. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm just I'm hoping that we have a bit of tactical knowledge and know to get back into it in the second half. My only concern is that if we start pressing more than what we're already doing, we're going to be a lot more prone to those counter attacks, those balls over the top that Gary O'Neill's men are doing. So let's see. Let's see what happens. The Burnley players are back out on the pitch, and they're raring to go, having just a bit of a warm up ahead of the second half. But trust me, Scott. I take Joseph Fritzl in the chat, mean if it brought me better luck. Honest to God, something's got to give, mate. Something has to give. The Wolves players are now making their way out onto the pitch, ready for a second half. It's a dark night in Wolverhampton. I even think they have electricity on the street lights because the only lights you can see is around the stadium, and that's it. Someone put 20p at meter. Bloody hell. Wang Hee-chan's goal, the only difference between the two sides so far, but still a big 45 left to play. Lots of the players having their own casual chats. Massive appreciation to Ryan. Big up to yourself, my friend. Ryan's become a member of the YouTube channel, and what an absolute legend. Thank you so much indeed. You can become a member of the channel as well to get involved. It's only 99p per calendar month, and you can get access to a lot of things. You'll appear on our YouTube page as well. And yeah, it's always nice. It helps the channel grow. That's the main thing. All the money gets put back into the channel, trying to make this experience better for you guys. But yeah, it does. The stadium does look a lot nicer from above, shall we say? But we are back underway. We are back underway. I'm coming to. In fact, we've been underway for about a minute. I think from what this is telling me is, just bear with me a moment, chat. Not sure what's happening here, but everything's just gone skew with. So bear with me. Bear with me. Appreciate that, Ryan. Massive, massive respect, mate. So thank you. Thank you indeed. Not entirely sure what's happening here. We've ended up back at a menu. Right, let's see what we can do. Watch live, which is what I wanted anyway. But from what I was told is we can actually watch it without the commentators. So you've actually got stadium noise in the background, which is nice if it lets me, but it's not. So and now it's not loading at all, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Again, Dan doing like what the Premier League does, piss farting around, and now it doesn't work. Massive respect to Cindy as well. Sends a 99p super sticker. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You absolute legend. Nate has become a member of the channel as well. Good on you, you absolute ledge. Phenomenal work. You guys absolutely appreciate every single one of you. Why is this now not working? It's just typical. Absolutely typical is this. 1 second. 1 second, you beautiful buttholes. I'll get it back. If I have to do the bloody donkey work myself. Exactly, Ryan. Exactly. I thought I'd be able to add stadium noise in the background because I can watch it without. And now it's just been an absolute arsehole. So I'm going to try and access Prime through my Xbox instead. Let's see if that helps. Come on. Let's see if we've got anywhere with the TV. This it's just typical of this. No, still not. So I've had to reload. This is what happens. This is what happens. I'm hoping this is going to be a good omen in the end, and it's actually going to work. But we'll try via the Xbox as well because that might That does better. No, it's asking me to sign in through Xbox, and I haven't. I have to do it this way. Bear with me, and you'll see. Right. Apparently, I'm not missing much, which is always a good thing. Right. So, let's look. Right, managed to get it working. So let's see if I can get it with the stadium. Right, let's see, because we might have it actually working with some stadium noise in the back. So we have got it with just the stadium audio in the background. Sander Berge has just been given a yellow card for a foul on Bueno. It's just outside of the box. You probably won't even be able to hear it, to be honest. So I will try to turn it up, but no, I do need to trim it. To be fair, can you hear the stadium noise? Free kick for Wolves. Taken quickly into the box. Lamina at the back stick. Heads it over the bar. So all that for nothing. I don't know why it's not working. So you can hear it now in the background. That's good. Wolves coming forward. Good bit of play by Burnley. I think it just adds to the experience, doesn't it? I like that Amazon do that. That's a nice little addition that you can have it, and you can turn the commentators off. It's always a good sign. Really need to keep pushing here. Charlie Taylor needs to get this away. Good shout by James Trafford. Tell his left back. Come on, Burnley. Come on, Burnley. Luton 1-1. Yeah, I must admit, Amazon's coverage is quite decent. I think they do a good job of it, to be fair. It'd be good to see a lot more of the Premier League on there. Well, if Burnley are on it. Yeah, it's just give us an update that Luton's 1-1 now. It's Osho with the goal on the 25th minute between Luton and Arsenal. I'm not sure. No, I don't think it does, Scott. Jay Rodriguez trying to chase down Totti Gomez. Wolves playing a lot of one-touch stuff, and Burnley need to battle harder here. Sanderberg. That's a foul, referee. And a yellow card for Mario Lemina. I'm sorry, but how he's actually preaching the referee, how he's preaching to the referee is unreal. Yeah, we're back. We're back now, Mac. We're back. He leans into him to win the ball. I mean, how he can say that he's not done anything there? But the old spaghetti head goes into the book. Looks like if you turn him upside down and dipped his head in, the noodles will soften. Mac, that's enough. I'm in. I'm back. I'm only just seeing the free kick, Mac. He's not even took it yet. Right, he's just took it now. Just took it. Yeah, I'm definitely behind, Mac. I'm definitely behind. Not just in terms of the football match either. Burnley with 9 shots, 3 on target in this fixture, with Wolves only having 4 and 2 on target, but they still hold the lead and the advantage at this moment. James Trafford goes long. No Burnley player in sight. Wang Yi-chan having a tussle with Vitinho. Beats Vitinho, but Sanderberg is back there to sort it out. Jay Rodriguez plays the 1-2. What can Burnley achieve here? Yeah, he's right back. Don't worry, we're back. We're back. Fingers crossed we'll see a Burnley goal at some point. At the moment, it looks like it's going to be Wolves who play themselves into a 2-0 advantage, but they've won themselves a corner. If Burnley can soak up this pressure here, Burnley can soak up the pressure. Wolves tire themselves out. Who's to say Burnley can't go up the other end? 60 minutes on the clock. Wolves 1, Burnley 0. A set-piece chance for the home side. Coutinho just having a chat to the referee. I think he's been caught in the old ghoulies and he's having to take a breather. It's just showing the replay now, and it's Bueno's shot actually, or cross into the box. It was well cut out by Vitinho, but he's definitely got a free hit to the sack, shall we say? Sanderberg throwing himself in front of that, but it's another corner to the home side. Taken short. What can Burnley do? Need to defend for their lives here if they want to get back into this. At 1-0, it is still anybody's game, but Wolves whip one deep to the back stick. Dawson's there. Plays it back across. Nobody's there. Nobody's there to finish off the move. Good bit of play by the home side. To be fair, it did look like a foul in the build-up. It was Brownhill and Dawson, but it's just a tangle, really. So you can't really say it is. Dara O'Shea nearly touches it into his own net. Luckily, just avoids it. And it has gone out for a goal kick. Taken long, which the Clarets can deal with. Again, a few mistimed passes by Burnley, and we need to be a bit more cleaner, a bit more clearer. Good result for the Lionesses. Absolutely fantastic result. Hopefully Burnley can emulate it by putting in another good result of their own. Having to chase the game at 1-0. Ekdal comes forward. Taylor tries to flick one through to Brun Larson. Can't get to the second ball. Semedo clears. Again, Ekdal, not as solid as you'd expect there. It was one of the standout performers last season at the back when he came in January. Slotted in very, very well alongside Jordan Bayer, but his replacement due to his suspension, and Burnley look like they are ready in a substitution. Charlie Taylor goes into the referee's book for a yellow. To be fair, he does have his hands all over Mario Lemina. Can't really argue with the booking there. And Charlie Taylor is booked. 63.5 gone. Bueno whips one in. Again, still pinball in the Burnley box. Rodriguez, can he wrap his foot around it and clear it? That's a foul. Offside apparently as well, which will go straight back to the goalkeeper. Linesman has his flag up. It was Pablo Sarabia who was in an offside position. And James Trafford ready to boot this ball forward. Charlie Taylor up there. Plays the 1-2. What can Burnley do? Not going to get a foul there, to be fair. Lee says Wolves grounds more atmosphere at a morgue. You're not wrong. They only seem to shout when the keeper's got it. Charlie Taylor has to be careful now. On a yellow already. Ball at the back with Craig Dawson. Gomez. Picks up Bueno. Gomez goes long. Good play by Ekdal. Ball over the top. Totti Gomez clears it out for Burnley throwing though. Wolves trying to claim everything here. They are literally trying to claim anything and everything. As soon as a Burnley player touches them. Quite frustrating, to be fair. What can Burnley do from here? Header up into the box. Burnley claiming handball. Referee says no. I'm sure that'll be looked at. Surely that'll be looked at. Not entirely sure, but there were 2 or 3 Burnley players asking about it. Wolves taking the piss a little, shall we say, shouting handball to every single touch that Burnley have. It is a foul. Totti Gomez brings down his man. It was a penalty shout, but nothing's been said of it. Let's have a look. You see him given. You see him given. But it's very soft. I won't lie. It's very, very soft, and can understand why it wasn't. Oh, come on, Burnley. We're just a pitfall of our own downfalls. Lose the ball again in midfield. Now Wolves have a chance to break. Burnley now back in numbers. Well recovered by the Clarets. Now trying to force Wolves to go back. Good interception by the captain, Brownhill. Brun Larson, what can he do? Straight up loses it. Not new there. Now Wolves try to break. Charlie Taylor has to be careful. Can't really put in a challenge in on him now that he's on a yellow. Sander Berge has a foul against him. He's already on a yellow as well, but he's not carded for it. So to be fair, you could ask Burnley players, they're dropping like a sack of shit at Wolves. Dropping like a sack of shit. Soft as all. Referee's in good sight of it, though, to be fair. And it is a chance for Wolves. Very good chance for Wolves, really. It's like pretty much the perfect area for the free kick taker on your side. I'm on 68.5, Max, so I'm not far behind. Just coming up to the 69th minute now. Yeah, I agree, Scott. I agree. Wolves free kick. Over the wall, taken. Good save by James Trafford to tip it over his bar. Another set piece for Wolves from a corner. Trafford does well to get there and palm that one over. Still 1-0 to the home side. Burnley now having to defend a set piece as well. Wolves look like they're going to play this one into the box. Sarabia gets it to the man on the front post who heads it goalwards. Wang Yi-chan, the goal scorer. Burnley making a substitution. Jakob Brun Larson. The Dane's done really well, to be quite honest with you. He's off. And Marc Trezor, the assist king in Belgium last season, is now on for the Clarets. Hopefully he can assist in getting Burnley back into this fixture. The referee, don't know what he's doing there. Seems to be taking the piss a little bit. Ekdal now has it. Goes back to his keeper. I don't know what's happening here. Burnley, Jesus Christ. Fucking sort it out, boys. Sort it out. Put Ekdal back on the right side and Dara O'Shea on the left. If Ekdal can't turn on his left, what are you doing? Ah, this is frustrating. This is getting frustrating. Will not last. 71.5 minutes on the clock. Dan Bentley has it at the back for Wolves. To be honest, Scott, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Wolves are dropping like flies, right? I can understand why VAR's been against them if they're trying to claim anything and everything. Oh, come on, Burnley. No way you're putting a pass. Wolves are in again now. Wangi Chan, edge at box, intercepted by Brownhill. Now Mark Trezor. Coutinho. Now Goodmanson has it. Nobody forward for Burnley. Again, loses the ball in the centre of the park. Burnley win it back though. Trezor, Brownhill. Fizzers one out wide for Goodmanson. There's no option for the Clarets. Wolves, 11 men behind the ball. 11 men behind the ball. You can see now that even at 1-0 up, they're trying to catch us on the counter. Let Burnley come at them a little bit. And then when we're all disjointed and out of position, let's see where we go. Mark Trezor trying to get to it. Again, Burnley lose it. Wolves aren't coming forward in numbers. Yalmar Ekdal goes into the book. Tactical yellow, to be quite honest with you. Brings down Matthias Cunha. Oh. Quite infuriating is this. Will not lie to you. Quite infuriating. Claret still have it all to do. Ekdal booked. As is Charlie Taylor. We have to be careful defensively now. Burnley just playing themselves into trouble as per usual. Wasted free kick, which the referee won't pull back even though the player stood in the way. But again, it's just poor touches by Burnley, and it's hearts in your mouth moments that just seem to be going astray for the Clarets. Burnley need to do something here. They need to pick it up. Burnley have offered nothing so far this half. Again, Wolves play down on the deck. Wolves get a free kick. Of course they do. Really infuriating. Massively infuriating. I wouldn't even say it's a confidence issue, Scott. I'd say it's probably, like I say, we played on Saturday, probably slugged our guts out in that result. And half these players have blown out their arse. I understand him keeping the same team that won 5-0, but yet again, I'd make some changes. Mark Trezor tries to play a ball into the box. Missed time pass by Wolves. What can they do? It's out for a Burnley corner. Oh, frustration. Frustration settling in from Burnley now. Company having a word with Ekdal. What can Burnley make from this set piece? We've made one substitution, Scott, already. Matches. Oh, no, two, sorry. We had to make one in the first half with Coley Oshaw going off, who, to be honest, was a beacon of light at the start of the first half. Absolutely running the channels against the right back. Trafford has it on the halfway line. Can he pump it long? Does. Is there a Burnley player inside? Header up, only to the edge. Brownhill. Coutinho plays it to Sander Berge. What can Sander Berge do? Beats his man, intercepted again. Another Claret's corner. Totti Gomez this time getting in front of it. Exactly, he's overplaying it from the back. Overplaying it from the back has resulted in quite a lot. Doro O'Shea's coming forward. Ekdal's up there. As is Rodriguez, Sanderberg, some of the tallest Burnley players in and amongst it. Played to the edge of the box. Coutinho takes a shot. Oh, and it's just over the crossbar. Good effort by the young Brazilian. He stood all on his own on the edge of the box. Gets enough elevation on it and it just over. If this is how we negotiate, then no, Jamie, definitely not, because Luca Koleosho is an absolute beast. Kids have gone bed, so no more crowd noise because I had to turn it to like level 50, to be honest. So can't be having that when the kids are now gone to bed. But yeah, 120 million, Max says. He is a very good player, but he is still very, very young. And like I say, time will tell. Nate says he's got to go, but really appreciate that, mate. Really appreciate the support as well. Thank you very much for signing up and becoming a member. Absolute legend. That's a foul, referee. You can say you didn't touch him, but you stood there, Kilman. You stood tall. You know exactly. He knew exactly what he was doing. Stop talking out your arse. How you can say you didn't touch him when you stood there, body checked him with your arm around him as well, you dick. Ah, infuriating. Very, very infuriating. Max Trezor. Take this free kick. Takes a nick off the defence. Goes out for another Burnley corner. Countless defensive mistakes is what has cost us in this game. Ball played out wide. Goodmanson. Mark Trezor plays one over. No foul. Goodmanson's still there. What can Burnley do here? I'm doing it. Again, good battling by Burnley. What can they achieve? They've still got it. They've still got it. Taylor were very lucky, Lee. Taylor was lucky. Even just for taking the piss, Callum's been timed out. I don't know why people do it. Don't know why people do it. Like, why do you think I'm going to react by putting in that someone scored in the chat? Like, what's the point in that? Trafford goes long. It's all right because it'll get to a point where, like I say, I'll just it's not even going to be a point of putting these people in timeouts anymore. It's just I'll just instantly ban people and block them. Charlie Taylor, can he whip one in? Sanderberg can't get to the second ball. Free kick to Wolves. It has been an even game. You can't say much fairer than that, to be fair. It has been an even fixture. But what can you do? It's Arsenal 2-1 up now at half time. They're winning 2-1. Gabriel Jesus. Burnley have lost each of their last 3 Premier League away games. They last had a longer losing run on the road in the division between November 2016 and February 2017. Can they avoid making it a 4th straight defeat here? Time will tell as Wolves look ready to make a substitution. Traore is getting himself ready. At 1-0, it's still open. All it needs is Burnley to get one back. And I said I'd have took a point before kickoff, but at the moment, I just can't see it coming. I can't see it coming at all. If anything, Wolves look like the side set to get a second. Traore is just receiving some words of wisdom from Gary O'Neill. Traore will be coming on for Matheus Cunha. The Brazilian, who's a fantastic signing, by the way, for Wolves. Fantastic signing for them. No worries, Henry. Yeah, I were, Harry, to be fair. Of course I were. He'd been there for a good number of years, and like I say, it's I'd been with Burnley since I was in my early 20s, and then he left when I was like beginning of my 30s, which I still am, by the way. I'm only 32, but it was a big part of Burnley Football Club was Dash, and the way we've sort of grown as a football club. We've done it the hard way, really. But so yeah, well, it were upset. I think the timing of it was quite the thing as well. Bringing Traore on for the Brazilian Matheus Cunha was a bit of a defensive move by Gary O'Neill in these dying few minutes. However, it is Wolves who have the ball on the edge of the box. Ah, come on, Burnley. Clear to the edge. Again, what can they do? Wolves. Play it in there. Can Burnley clear? Manage it. There's just no urgency from Burnley, to be honest. No urgency at all. I'd rather they just call this game now. I can't say it's been a bad performance. Second half, it's been second half appalling performance. We've fallen into bad habits again. And let's not forget, it doesn't get easier. It does not get easier when we take a trip away to the Amex at the weekend. I honestly do not expect anything at that place anyway. Oh, in terms of the stats, we've had 12 shots, but just not made anything of it. I don't know, Scott. To be honest with you, I couldn't say. I couldn't say. Especially since Alan Pace has said that we won't sign that many players in the window, and then we'll go absolutely mental and spend 100 million. I'm surprised you've not come back out of that kitchen with a brew for me, to be honest. No, it's thirsty work, this commentary malarkey. You're a tosser. Oh, Burnley, what you do to me every single week. More substitutions ready for Wolves. I don't blame you, Lee. I don't blame you. I'd put a celebrity on and all. Three minutes added on. 3 minutes added on here. Hugo Bueno is off. Matt Doherty is on in his place, the Irishman. Burnley may be making a substitution as well. It is. Wilson, Odobert and Nathan Redmond look set to be coming on for the Clarets, and they're replacing two defenders in Vitinho and Ekdal. So Burnley trying to push for everything in these last 2 minutes by going very, very attacking. I still can't see us getting something, no matter how attacking we go. You can whisper all you want, but people can hear you. I know. So you can hear him is that fucking gobshite next door. I've literally got no words to say, to be honest. It's we just don't look like we're going to get anything out of it. Again, defensive lapses in concentration. A lot of people will say, yeah, O'Shea again, trying to pick out Sander Berg when he could see that he was being marked by two players in the build up to the goal. Beggars can't be choosers, can they? It just makes for a painful watch, these dying moments. Burnley have a corner. Can they make this count? Probably not. Ali, she's a fucking arsehole. James Trafford has even come forward. Goodmanson plays it in. Hits a Burnley player. Hits another Burnley player. Now it's cleared. Burnley still trying to get forward again. Out for a Burnley throw it deep into the Wolves half. Exactly. We do get that we go again, but at what cost? You know what I mean? Whipped in. Header up. Taylor. Shot. Oh, over the bar. And I think that's going to be it. You've been led in a nice warm bed with the electric blanket on. I've been sat here having to watch Burnley for over 90 minutes. Frustrating. Very frustrating. The full-time whistle has gone. Good win for Wolves, to be fair. Put us under a lot of pressure, and that one lapse in concentration has cost us. Again. Yeah, but Scott, you'll find out as well. You'll find out you can play that way in the Championship. Come to the Premiership and play that way, and they'll chew your ass. We all know that's bollocks, Luke. We all know that's bollocks. Okay, Luton popping 2-in against flaming Arsenal. There's not much really to say on that game, everyone. Very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. And yeah, without the mistakes, we come away from there with a point. Company says we go again, but it's true. It's true in a way, we do. And we've got to keep looking forward. The next game is against Brighton at the Amex. I'm a TBC whether we'll be able to do a watch along for the Brighton game. I'm undecided yet. But if not, I'll tell you when I'm definitely doing a watch along. Burnley Everton game, 16th of December. I would not miss it for the world to see Company Dash at Turf Moor. But that puts Wolves one position better than what they were. They jumped from 13th to 12th. Now on 18 points. To be honest, Scott, I mean, half of the players that we had last season, we had a few loan players that we didn't, secure. Jordan Bayer we did, of course, but other than that, it's just frustrating. Right, well, if you want my opinion on it, I will be on Turfcast channel, another Burnley channel. I'll be over on Turfcast at 10 o'clock, giving my thoughts on this game. I suppose it gives me time now to reflect on that result, if you can. You can't really. Defensive error, defensive mistakes. We go again against Brighton. Anyway, that's another match week gone. Starting to think Burnley a bit like the UK and Eurovision Song Contest. Because Burnley come away from every single match day nil pois. No points to show for it. We'll be back with another watch along or a match preview if we can get one in ahead of the weekend. Probably not, but I will try and get you some build up for the Everton game and bring you the Everton game in a live watch along. Until then, stay safe. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for your super chats and everybody who's become a member. Remember, you guys, you are the heartbeat of this channel. I might just sit here and talk shit, but you guys are the heartbeat and what keep it going. So thank you for your love and support. But it has finished 1-0. Here's what it is. Take care to you all. And as they say at this time of year, to all a good night. Ciao for now.